Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Bearcats will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
There he goes. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid. When they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that? Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Bradley. Stepping to the right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just said.
And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass again. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. They're all over him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Ball is spotted on the 6. It'll be 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Just gets rid of that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This defense is giving up yards, but a chance to make a stop on this opening drive on 3rd and goal. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Paula. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
The Bearcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And now let's take a look at Landon Brown. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
How good has this guy been early this year? Sort of a dark horse. No one really talking about this guy in the Heisman talk or the Doak Walker talk for the nation's outstanding running back. He has just been carving through defenses early this year. This is a rising star in this offense, David, that people can no longer ignore.
And I love what the coaches said about him. It's the attitude every day. He always worked hard. Like all through the preseason, they saw it. They saw some glimpses of this guy could be really special. And then once the game started, it continued to add up, and he truly has come out of absolutely nowhere.
Trying to get the corner. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
Makes the grab on the left side. Here he goes. 10. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Rolled his way into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The fake and wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Danzy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Pulls it. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll start on the ground with Brown. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Luck. Throws to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Rid of it on the RPO. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On the option, he'll toss it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, North Dakota State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to Brown. Driven back.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps.
Throws it deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bearcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bradley. Bought a little time, lets it go. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
They'll run the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for the edge. Now the toss. Turning it on. They bring him down. The option 1-2 perfection, and it will move the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, They knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Off-play action. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now the pitch. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Bradley. Looking left. Caught. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Sells the fake. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Sets his feet, it's locked. Left side, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Bearcats will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Making his first move. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's Scott.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Bradley. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern, taking on the number 13 team, the Kansas State Wildcats.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Sam Houston State head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the right. Nice play to knock that one down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some... Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. There he goes. Touchdown, North Dakota State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Hand off for Brown. He's got the first down. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Going over the top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
On the ground with the counter.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's locked. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be
It's a running room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw, it's Bradley. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun, looking for a man. Look out! And he gets rid of it.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
The play fake. Fires quickly. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. People like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Great job by the back on the option.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Second and long here. Selling the fake. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their third sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Looking to pass. It's locked. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Trying to take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today, over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. But the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Taken down. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. From the gun. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Moves the pocket. It's Bradley. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to get rid of it, and he avoids the sack.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On the return, it's Hawkins. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 2.
Breaks away on the left. No, he got loose. They knock him down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
To throw, it's Bradley. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Turns it upfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Drops back on first down. Got a man, it's Green. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back. It's Flood. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Trying to establish the run. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Trying to make one miss. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and 3. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. Turning it on. At the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Still on his feet. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The kick is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, this has been such a positive experience. They brought this transfer wide receiver in for a reason. They needed him to bolster their wide receiving core and be a bigger piece of this offense, and he has delivered on all of those. I've seen him talking to all the other guys, keeping guys motivated and hyped. It is so exciting to see what the future holds for this transfer. He has fit right in here today in his first game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Looking for a man, it's Bradley. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got the first down. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option. You make the right read. Get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Babe, got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They were all over it. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolute